All right, all right. I think I am live. Let's make sure. How is everyone tonight? Hey, 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 hey. All right, so let me make sure this is okay. This looks great. All right, so good evening. Happy New Year. I'm so excited to be here with you. This is our first episode of the new Barter Black podcast. We are going to be doing this for now on. I am today, even though I am the founder and CEO of Barter Black, I am your host for today to jump off the new Barter Black podcast here. And I'm so happy that you have joined us. But first, I want to give you a quick rundown of what Barter Black is about. We are not just a podcast, we are a community dedicated to empowering Black entrepreneurs and creators. And we believe in sharing stories, insights, and expertise to uplift each other in the world of entrepreneurship. So, this is your invitation. If you have a unique story, a perspective to share, or valuable insights in the world of business, we invite you to come host an episode. So, every week you will be seeing a different entrepreneur on our platform, hosting a different episode, teaching you about all things business. So the link is somewhere in the show notes, wherever you're watching. We're streaming, I think, on 7 different platforms right now. So before we dive in, I invite everyone, no matter what platform you are viewing on, to subscribe to Barter Black on YouTube. This is where we are live as well, and I can see your comments if you comment on the show. So let's get right on into my presentation, my mastermind. Again, if you do not know who I am Nicole Murphy, founder and CEO of Barter Black. And I'll get into what Barter Black is next. But I'm excited to have you here. Today, I'm going to be teaching you how to barter strategically to scale your business. And this is perfect in the new year because we are only in day 2, and I'm going to help you navigate 2024 in scaling your business. And we want to work on building sustainable businesses, right? Those businesses that can operate without us. So we're going to be using bartering strategies to do that. So let's jump right in. Again, if you do not know me, and I'm going to try to make this bigger so I can see who I am. But if you do not know me, again, founder and CEO, I have been able to pitch to Pharrell Williams and Bishop T.D. Jakes. I have saved over $28,000 in bartering, which we all want to do. We want to save money. I don't know who doesn't want to save money and cut costs. And I've won over $16,000 in grants. Just in December, I have applied for $151,000 in grants. Hey, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. So that's just in December. I think my goal in January was 100,000. December was very, very strategic because the notifications start rolling in, but they go up until March. So it's strategic as if I get the funding, yay, but it will probably be spread it out. And then a lot of that is in accelerators too. So if you have not joined our grant list, you definitely want to do that because the grant list dropped yesterday. So I've been featured in Black Enterprise, Voyage Baltimore, and I've also been interviewed on Rap Snap's Instagram. So those are just a little things about me. If those are things that you want to do in your business, definitely join the community. We host a weekly power hour session every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it's a way for you to communicate, collaborate with the community to get help with your business. So let's move on to the next slide. see how we're working it. So what is Barter Black? Barter Black is a community of entrepreneurs who use bartering strategies to grow and scale their business together. So we have the 3 C's in our community. One is community, one is coaching, which we're doing right now, and 3 is collaboration, which you'll do in bartering, but you'll also do in other things. And if you do not know what bartering is, even let's quickly, bartering is the exchange of goods, services, time, resources without the exchange of money. So you can exchange your time. Doesn't necessarily have to be a physical product. It can be a service. And those are the things that we're going to work on tonight. And we're going to get started right now. Like I told you, this is a mastermind. This is not just me talking to you. I want you to interact and I want you to do the work. So the first thing is, what are you an expert in? I get this question a lot. Nicole, I don't know what I can barter. I want you to think about what are the things you're expert in, and you can write these things down now. So you'll have the notes and you'll be able to think about your barter offer. We lead to that. So what are you an expert in? And I like to use myself as an example because before Barter Black, if you do not know, Barter Black was birthed from the pandemic. Before Barter Black, I had a short-term property management company where we cleaned and managed Airbnb properties. Of course, when the pandemic hit, that was it for that. But I'm an expert in the Airbnb industry. I can teach you how to start a Airbnb cleaning business, or I can teach you how to manage Airbnb properties. Those are the things that I'm expert in. Before that, I did purchasing, so I'm expert in that type of thing as well. So what are you an expert in throughout your lifetime? What do you love to do? What can you do faster than others? So it might take me 3 hours to do the first page of a website, and it may take you 45 minutes to 1 hour. So write those things down as to what you're expert in. Then 2, what 3 positions make up your dream team? Think about that. We're in the beginning of the year. You have said that this is going to be the most successful year thus far. It needs to be the most successful year, being as though you're doing it with a team or with other people, not by yourself. We spend so much time trying to operate these businesses by ourselves. It should not be that way. So what 3 positions make up your dream team? What positions will help you get to where you're at the end of the year, like I met at least most of my goals? And if you know the person you want to hire, that's even better. But write down the positions or the person. And then next, what would it cost you to hire your dream team on a monthly basis? And this is where you're going to guesstimate, because a lot of times I know when I was doing my budget, I did my budget before January 1st, which a lot of people should do. I know it's hard sometimes, but I went, and the people that I had in mind, I went to their websites to see what they were charging, so I can know what it would cost me to hire them on a monthly basis. And those are the things that you should be doing. And then when you think about that, what it costs you to hire them on a monthly basis, and let's say we're going to do a virtual assistant, because everyone says they need a virtual assistant. So say you need a virtual assistant, their services is $5,000 a month. You can create a barter offer, and it doesn't necessarily have to be for the entire 5,000, but you can create a barter offer for 2,500. You save $2,500 by offering them something as equal value, and you pay $2,500. That's how bartering works. It does not always have to be no money. It can be. It depends on how your agreement works out. But I want you to visualize and write down what it's going to cost, because I want you to understand what you need to be saving, where you need to cut costs in your business. And that's how that all works in that realm. So we all know the struggle is real. So you are here because we're entrepreneurs. You want to learn about bartering. You want to support me, whatever it is. I want you to know when you're working with me or when you're in the community with me that I know the struggle is real. So this is not over here making all her goals. I set them today. I wrote down all my sales goals on my big whiteboard so that I can focus on those. Every time I wake up, it's in my bedroom. So the struggle is real. We have trouble finding access to capital. There are network gaps. We don't have access to particular networks. I watched Bitcoin today on Netflix and it absolutely blew my mind. Please watch it and come back. There is it absolutely showed the gap between Black entrepreneurs and other entrepreneurs, and how we have to prove ourselves a lot more than other people. It was mind blowing to me. We struggle with visibility. We struggle with credibility, limited resources. And the limited resources, this is one of the things that Barter Black tackles. You don't have all the resources to scale and grow your business. This is where community comes in. We have stereotypes and biases. We have scaling challenges, work-life balance, community support, all of those things. How many times you see people don't support me? So which one of those things resonate with you? What are you struggling with right now? Definitely put it in the comments. Let us know. Let me see. Which one am I struggling with right now? I think I'm struggling with scaling challenges. Definitely access to capital, but we're going to be working on that pretty soon. I cannot wait for you all to see the process that I'm doing so I can share with you all how to do it as well. Visibility. Okay. So with Barter Black, and I'll talk about this a little later because we do have a deal on the Barter Black membership. You do get to host this. If this is a part of the membership, you do get to host a mastermind. Your events are able to be on our calendar. We have the business directory, so that helps with visibility. Anyone else, definitely tell us what you're having problems with, because we're hoping to tackle all of these things. So next, I'm going to go to this. As if we don't have all those problems, we have these problems. Venture capital. Only 1% of venture-backed founders are Black. How is this even possible? This goes back to the statistics or the struggles that I was just talking about. We're not being funded like other businesses. Startup capital. We start with 35,000. I didn't start with that much, I tell you. Compared to white-owned startups who start at $106,000. If you had $106,000 to start your business, I mean, let's just keep it real. And then COVID-19, nearly 40% of Black-owned businesses closed. I was one of them. My Airbnb management company it was just gone overnight. The number of appointments that were canceled overnight was depressing. Absolutely depressing. I don't know if you all can see that one. Let's put it that way. And then my favorite, the one that we want to just come together and build these businesses together. If you are a virtual assistant, she is a marketing expert, him over there is accounting expert. You three get together, you work in each other's businesses, but you're selling to the world instead of struggling and trying to find services. We have millions of Black-owned businesses, and millions of Black-owned businesses are looking for marketing. If 10 of those businesses came together and used this one marketer, while this one marketer helped the 10 businesses, how much further could we get? We're not hiring in our business. And I know we're not hiring in our businesses because we aren't bringing in the consistent revenue. We're keeping it real here. And the only way to do that is to start hiring. Of course, the money isn't there. That's when you barter. So We're going to go over the 4 pillars to a successful barter. And this should get you closer to where you need to be. I want to try to make sure my face doesn't cover the slides. So the first pillar, and I talked about this in our Facebook group today. If you are not in our Facebook group, Black Entrepreneurs Barter, please join. I can't wait to see what we all do this year. This is a new start. Budget. I talked about before, I did my budget. My budget for the business that I want is over $200,000. Sis ain't got that. Sis ain't got that. So what I'm going to be doing is figuring out where I can cut those costs. Who can I get to help me in exchange for something that I offer? That is where your budget comes in. It's important, and it's so amazing that when I was doing the budget, it told me a story about my business for the year. And it doesn't don't just do your budget, but do your sales as well. What income are you expecting each month or each week or each quarter? Make sure that you're doing that. So you want to do your budget. This is where you're going to see, where do I need to save? Oh, I cut costs. That's where your budget comes in. So community. You want to be in a community of Black entrepreneurs, one that support each other, that wants to see everyone win. I don't see too many communities that are making sure that the people in the communities are working together. This is what Barter Black does. We make sure that you are hiring the people in the community, that you are using them for special projects. We want to make sure that you do that. This is how you want to be in a community that appreciates the art of bartering, that understands it, and that gets this type of information so that the bartering can be a little easier than people who don't understand what bartering is. And then your offer. This is super important. The activity that we did earlier, what you're an expert in, the 3 people you want to hire, what it costs to hire those people on a monthly basis. This is going to help you with your offer. Your budget is going to help you with your offer as well. Because you want to create a barter offer. Just like you create a regular sales offer, you want to make sure that you're creating an offer for, and we'll get into this a little bit more, I think, on the next slide. There's 2 different offers I want you to create. Hey. There's 2 different offers that I want you to create this year or this week, please. And this will help you get your way to a successful 2024, especially in bartering. And the last thing is your bartering agreement. Do not do business with anyone who will not sign a bartering agreement. Do not. I'm sorry, not a bartering, an agreement, period. Does not have to be a bartering agreement. If they do not want to sign it, there has to be some type of statement of work, what is expected, the terms, everything, in everything you do in business. Sometimes you got to do it with your family. No, but the bartering agreement is super important. So do not do a bartering deal, whatever you want to call it, unless you do a bartering agreement. So those are the 4 pillars to a successful barter. If you have all 4 of these things, you can do really, really well. And if anyone has any questions, please post them because we are almost done. And then this is I think this is yeah. So lastly, I said I wanted you to create 2 offers. What we teach in our community, ways to barter. You can hire and you can create lead generation with your barter offers. For hiring, let's start there. If you're looking to hire people, I want you to list out those people you're looking to hire. Think about how you can help them. I just told you that 2.3% of Black-owned businesses are employer operated. That means over 90% of us are working alone. So if you have an offer to say, I will help you in your business, most of the times they will say yes. So to hire, create that offer. I can help you in your business. What do you need in your business? We'll go back to virtual assistant. You need a virtual assistant. You're a coach. Can you coach that virtual assistant in exchange for their services? Yes, absolutely. An accountant. Can you be that bookkeeper for that virtual assistant in exchange? Yes, absolutely. That's not going to hurt your pockets or your numbers. You already know that. So that is the way you can use bartering to hire. The second way is lead generation. You have people who have probably been, commenting on your posts, maybe saying they can't wait to work with you. Create a barter offer. If you have a $5,000 virtual assistant package, do not barter that $5,000 package. You want to make sure that you split that in half or in three. So I don't know how it works. Maybe the $5,000 package is 40 hours. I'm just making this up. Maybe you say, I'll do 20 hours with the bartering agreement in exchange for your coaching services. If their coaching services is maybe $2,500. Whatever it is, that's how you use bartering to create lead generation. Because there's two things. Because one, you didn't give them everything. And after they use your services, they are going to want more, or they should want more. So they are in turn going to hire you. They are actually going to hire you. They were looking at your services anyway. This is a great way to let people try your services before they fully invest. But split it in half. Don't do your whole package. Not when you're creating leads. You want to give them a taste. I always say, give them a little taste of what it feels like to work with you. And hopefully, most likely, they don't want to give you up and want you to continue to work in their business or help them out, whatever it is that you're doing. So that's how you use bartering to create lead generation. So lastly is our membership, our Barter Black membership. If you are not already subscribed, you can join $47 a month. Today, we are doing $20 off the first month. And this is a way for you to try out the services without fully investing, like I just said. So $20 off if you use the code podcast. You get access to our Facebook community. Of course, if we do virtual speed networking events, it's all about visibility. Listed in our business directory. This is amazing. This is gold. Unlimited jobs. Those jobs that you posted, or those 3 people that you want to hire in your business, go post them on our platform tonight. Exclusive grant list. We want to make sure that you are getting the money you need in your business. I don't promote loans or any of those things that you have to pay back. I want you to get the free money. And then we do weekly power hour sessions where you can collaborate, get not necessarily coach, but we want to bounce ideas off each other. And then, of course, you get to do this. If you are interested in promoting your services or hosting a mastermind on our podcast, this is every Tuesday at 7 p.m. You can do this. This is included in your membership. And one of the most exciting things is that you get 30% recurring monthly commission. So all you have to do is invite 4 people, and that pays for your membership. So again, the coupon code is podcast. You get $20 off your first month. And that is it for me. I am excited. Of course, let's work together. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll leave this on the screen for anyone who needs it. Our website is barterblack.io. So again, thank you for being here for my episode, the first one. I hope you found this information inspiring, and I hope you learned something that you did not know already. If you are interested in learning more about Barter Black, you can go to barterblack.io and see all the great things we are doing to empower Black entrepreneurs. And if you have not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, now's the perfect time to hit the subscribe button so you can catch every episode each week. There will be a new entrepreneur here doing the same thing that I'm doing. That way you won't miss a future episode. Thanks again for joining us. Remember, Your voice matters, your story inspires, and your success paves the way for future generations of Black entrepreneurs. Until next time, stay inspired and keep shining. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a good night.